Hello guys, so I wanted to do a quick one on the trending news about women having sex with dogs in Nigeria, and I wanted to give my own take as the medical or the health implications of such acts. But let's do a quick introduction into this. The act of having sex with a dog or any animal is called bestiality. It's an act of sexual intercourse between a human being and another animal. This is different from zoophilia, which is having a sexual relationship in as much as it goes beyond just the sexual act itself. It's about having sexual fantasies, trying to have a sexual relationship. It's just different from bestiality, which is the main sexual intercourse. And surprisingly, it will shock you to know that bestiality is legal in a lot of countries in the world, and some other countries are indifferent, or it's not clearly stated whether it's legal or not, whereas it's illegal in other countries, and you could face as much as a capital punishment, as death or life imprisonment, and then in some other countries you spend a few years or some few months in jail, depending on where it happens. Nigeria is a country that is very, very interesting. A lot of things are going on, and I'm sure a lot of you are just hearing about this for the first time, but it's way more common than you think. The act of bestiality can be dated to as early as the history of mankind. In fact, there are documentaries, there are materials that have spoken about this. There's a country in the Caribbean that pubescent males, that's boys in their puberty, will practice sexual acts on donkeys before they reach the age of maturity, where they can get married and have sex with females. So women are not allowed to practice on anything. The men will have sex on donkeys so as to increase their sexual prowess. But then I am doing this video to help you know some of the health implications of having sexual intercourse with animals. So let's dive in. The first is you could have an allergic reaction to bodily fluids of the animals. Please get it that males also have sex with animals. It's just that we're hearing of the women part or the female parts, but males also have sex with animals. It's been established that human beings even have allergic reactions to other human beings' bodily fluids like semen or vaginal fluid. So it's higher with other animals. The allergic reaction could be mild, which could be some itching or some mild skin irritation, to as severe as anaphylaxis, in which you wouldn't be able to breathe at all, and if something is not done, the person would die. The second is that you could have injuries to your genitals as a result of this act. The anatomy of animals' reproductive organ is different from the anatomy of human beings' reproductive organs. The size could be bigger. Usually the sizes are bigger. The sizes of the animal male genitals are bigger, so they could cause injuries to the vagina of the human being who engages in this act. There was an incident of a male that had anal sex with a horse. He had sex with a horse, and because of the size of the horse's genitals, it ruptured the man's colon, and the man died after a few hours because little could be done at that moment. So a lot of people would experience tears or even rupture. It depends. Then another thing is that they are animals, they are not rational, so you could be attacked in the process too. So while having sex with the animal may attack you. The dog will bite you, likely bite you, can get aggressive and bite you. So it applies to other animals too. There are instances of horses kicking human beings or cows kicking human beings too. That happens, so it will inflict another form of physical injury to the person while the person is engaging in the act. Another will be zoonotic diseases. That means diseases that can be passed on from animals to human beings. Human beings don't usually get it from themselves. A typical example, one you could very well relate to, will be the COVID-19. When animals mix, they share some of their microorganisms with each other, including viruses. A lot of viruses are found in the bodies of animals. So when these viruses mix and they mutate to form some new viruses that could be way more harmful, it will surprise you to know that there are some diseases that are well known among human beings now that had been from animals. Like we know HIV had been from monkeys, syphilis had been from sheep, and gonorrhea had been from cattle. So they are STIs that are common, or sexually transmitted infections that are common among human beings now, but originated from animals. So these are some things that happen as a result of human beings mixing with animals. There are some STIs that are particular to animals themselves, so they don't get to live in human beings because they are species specific. Example is FIV, that's the feline immunodeficiency virus, which is found in cats. Canine transmissible venereal tumor, which is found in dogs. Dorine among horses, and some other examples like that. So those wouldn't get transmitted to human beings. But then there are new mutations that happen that engaging in this act will further expose the human being to these diseases. But then know that there are some particular diseases that could be getting from animals to human beings as a result of exposure to bodily fluids like saliva, urine, feces, blood. Some of these diseases include brucellosis, echinococcosis, leptospirosis, rabies too. So these get to be transmitted to human beings and could cause serious health problems for human beings. Numerous studies have also shown that sex with animals is linked with increased incidence of penile cancer. It's been estimated to be about 34%. That means about 1/3 of every male that has sexual intercourse with animals will likely come down with penile cancer. The last effect will be in terms of mental health. This could be an indication of an underlying psychiatric disorder. There have been a few studies that have been able to link zoophilia with psychiatric disorder like schizophrenia. So people are being advised, especially those that tend to have zoophilic tendencies, to seek psychiatric help. The earlier the better. And then because of the stigma that's associated with this act, a lot of people that find themselves in this act will likely hide it. This further predisposes them to depression. So these are some health effects of bestiality, or having sex with animals, that I could come up with. What do you think I left out? Which of the points did you like? Which one were you not convinced enough? Please let me know in the comment section and I will respond to you as soon as I can. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss my videos. You could also share it with your folks so that they will also benefit from it.